Good morning, class. Welcome to another lesson of Let's Play Romancing SaGa Minstrel Song Remastered. In today's lesson, we're going to travel to some exotic places, meet some interesting people, and maybe even get a fairy to give us a quest. Alright, so first thing we're going to do, though, is I did not show you this last time, but I'm going to show you how to save the game. So we're going to go and open the menu, and down here we have the save button all the way at the bottom. You go ahead, you pick your location, you hit confirm. Are you sure? Yep. Boom. So you can save anywhere in this game, and you should save anywhere. Save often, save frequently. They give you lots of slots. You get 10 pages of these, so use them. And don't be afraid to go back, especially if you're trying things out, experimenting. The game wants you to save a lot, load old saves, so try save scumming, soft resetting. It gives you all the tools you need to do that, so don't feel bad if you do that sort of thing. The game designed for it. So there's a number of different kinds of saves in this game. You can also, so we just did a normal save. You also get to save, oop, hold on, let me dismount here. If you go over here, at the inn, let's talk to this guy.
Will you be staying with us tonight?
Let's rest in the lobby, it doesn't cost anything, and then we'll give you the option to save again. So if you save this way, yep, I'll create new save data, save complete. It'll have a little inn tag on there. It'll say that you saved at the inn. So that gives you a good idea that when you load that save, you'll have all of your resources topped off, and you'll be ready to go adventuring. The other way that you can save is the quick save. So if you hit the left trigger, this pops up, and you can do a quick save data. You go ahead and save that. So that's really useful for just saving on the fly. You don't have to open a menu or anything. You can just keep going. That's really useful. Like if you find the treasure chest and you don't know if there's a trap in it, you could quick save before you open the chest, and you know, prevent any mishaps that might happen. The other kind of save that you can do. So if you go to load, you can load your saves. Right here you have an autosave, so when you enter or exit an area, or when you enter a new area, it'll do an autosave. When you leave a battle, after you fight a battle, if you're done fighting an enemy, you'll have an autosave, so you can always load back to those points. Like if you go into a shop and you buy something and then you realize you didn't want to buy it, so instead of wasting the money, you can load your autosave from when you walked into the shop before you bought everything. So it's a really good way to go back just like a few minutes in time, and it just does that automatically, so you don't really have to think about it. Alright, so let's go back up to the map screen. So this here is the map screen. You press Y, or I think it's triangle on a PlayStation controller, and from here you can go to different places in the world, so you can select where you want to go. So let's go head on over to Yasi. And my goal for this episode is just to open up the whole world and get all the locations. Every time you go to a new place, you get a little montage of what it looks like. So Yasi has these hanging huts here, but we're going to look at Yasi later on. Let's head back to Weston. You'll notice the Faerie's Grove has disappeared. How interesting. The Faerie's Grove is a special location that appears once you get the amethyst. So Barbara gets it from the Minstrel, as we saw in the last episode, and if you're not playing as Barbara, you get the amethyst by recruiting Barbara at one of the many locations that she shows up at. And so once we get back to Weston, we gotta go talk to the lady, this same lady over here with the cat ear hood.
There's a settlement up north from here. It's called Saoki.
Alright, Saoki. Lovely name for a town. I really like that name. It's really evocative, I think. That's another town on the map. Here we go. See, there it is, Saoki. We'll be heading there later. But for right now, we're going to get into our wagon over here. And we're going to head out. And we're going to make our way to the new road. So Barbara's special. She has this wagon. And this wagon lets her traverse the new road safely. It's pretty sweet. She's the only character who gets this thing. Aisha gets a horse, but in the wagon, you can squish your enemies. Hooray! And not get into fights. Defeating enemies this way does not affect your event rank. And it's just a really quick, easy way to get across the new road. Normally fighting enemies makes your event rank go up. It also causes your stats to go up, which is a good thing. And the other thing, though, is as the event rank goes up, the monsters get harder. So that's another thing to keep in mind when you're playing this game. Alright. We are almost there. You can increase the speed by pressing the R3 button. There we go. Here we are in Tarmida. This lovely little music. Yeah, so you can hit R3 to go from 1x speed to 2x speed. In the settings, you can set it to 3x too, as well if you need to. Just checking my notes right here, just checking my notes. Alright, so we want to go ahead and hit the Y button. And this is, now we're in a different region, we're in Kujarat. And we have the two cities of South Estimir and Tarmida. So if we hit the Y button or the triangle button again, we get the whole world. This is all of Mardius. And we want to head over to Rosalia. And then here's a couple more cities that Barbara has access to. Barbara starts with access to these cities. And she also has the maps for all of these towns as well. So, but we're heading to this town called Altours. You can do the R2, R3 button to go twice X. Here. Alright, now we're in Altours. It's a cute little town. Alright. So here we are in Altours. So we're headed for the pub. So if you flick the right analog stick, you can move the minimap. And then if you can get it centered here. So Altours has a couple of item shops, which are those green icons. There's a skill mentor, this guy with the hood. This guy over here is the inn. But we want to head to this pink oval. This is the pub. Now the pub is where you go to recruit new members to your party. And sometimes you get quests here and things. But what we are trying to do is recruit this lovely lady over here. Her name is Sif. If she's not in this pub, try going in and out of the door a few times. And if she doesn't show up, go to Crystal City and check the pub there. And just come back and forth between those two locations and you should be able to find her. But we want to recruit Sif.
I am Sif, a proud Valhallan.
Very proud.
My name's Barbara. Good to meet you.
I haven't been able to find a single warrior around here that has any backbone at all.
Man. So, well, here I am.
Those are strong words. I like you. How about we travel together?
Okay.
Warrior maidens, unite!
Absolutely. Sif is fantastic. She's a very strong character. She makes a very good physical attacker and not so good with the magic. She's also one of the other main characters in the game. And when you recruit her, you get access to a whole bunch of cities. Shiverland. Goddess Village, that's where she's from originally. Alright. And if you look over here, we have another one of the mercenaries.
If you need to eliminate some monsters, I'm ready to assist.
Okay. Soldier A joins your party. You can also get Soldier A to join your party if you start as Albert. He's one of the starting characters for Albert. So we have Soldier A. So let's take a look at these new characters we got. We want to go to status. Here we go with Sif. So she is one of my favorites. Her strength and vitality are very high. She's got really great growth in both of those. A high vitality means she's really good at taking hits, so she's a very good tank. Her weapons that she is equipped with, she gets the two-handed swords and one-handed axes. That's what she comes trained with as a Valhallan warrior. She's also got a hunting bow, which is useful, but her two melee weapons are bruiser weapons, so they're really good at inflicting debuffs on enemies, particularly bosses. And she's really good at that, or you could give her one of the tank weapons, like like a scimitar or a club and just put her in the front line for her to take hits. She's really good at that. So if we look at our mercenary, his stats aren't the greatest, and his stat growth is pretty poor. So also only 4 LP, which is really bad. But mercenaries we don't want to keep in our party. We're just collecting them just to collect them, because we're trying to collect all the characters we can. So now we've been collecting all these characters. We've got 5 characters in our party, and we want to get rid of some of them. So normally we need to talk to the minstrel, but when you are on Barbara's path, the minstrel disappears for a little bit after he gives her the amethyst. So to get the minstrel to show up, we need to step out, step back in, and just keep doing this until he shows up again. He'll pop up behind me, and I'll just go ahead and keep doing this. I'll off-screen until he shows up. Alright, we got the minstrel back. Here he is, right behind you when you step in. It took quite a few times for him to show up, but he does show up eventually. So let's go ahead and talk to him.
Do you want to dismiss someone from your group? I can do the job if you prefer not to say it yourself.
Yes, please. Let's get rid of the sorcerer. And if you look, it says if you remove this person from the party, they will not join you again. So that's fine. We don't really want to play with the mercenaries. The sorcerer is probably the most useful. Do you want to dismiss someone from your group?
I can do the job
he's a magic
if you
user.
prefer not to say it yourself.
There aren't many magic users among the named characters, but there's a few. But of course, you can always turn any character into anything you want. There's just some characters are better at it.
Do you want to dismiss someone from your group? I can do the job if you prefer not to say it yourself.
I think we're good.
I know many tales. Would you like to hear one?
So sometimes when you talk to the minstrel, he has a tale for you. And you want to listen to all of them, because if you listen to all of them, you get an achievement. So here we go.
In ages past, when the world was young, there lived 3 gods of evil.
Ooh.
Death, Sorrowing, and Shirak.
You can actually build up your favor with
Death,
these 3 gods.
the eldest, ruled the netherworld and its army of the dead. His brother, Sorrowin, was the lord of destruction and ruler of all that was evil. Their sister, Shirak, ruled over the darkness with her formidable powers of magic. Together, the 3 of them led a horde of monsters against an alliance of gods and their
Terrifying.
mortal children.
Just terrifying. Let's
The
hope we don't see
forces
anything
met
like
in
that.
furious battle. The Lord of the Gods, Elor, created fate stones and gave them to the hero Mirsa.
Ah, fate stones, like
The
the one we
3
have.
gods of evil were defeated, and Sarowin was imprisoned through the power of the fate stones.
Ah.
Mirsa gave his life, but the tale of Mirsa and the fate stones became a legend that will never be forgotten.
And then there's 10 fate stones in the picture there. Alright, and if we hit L3, we get to see player note, which is the minstrel's tale again. There's really not much else we can do with it. It's just sort of a background here, some lore. But the fate stones are very important. So we got 1 fate stone, the Amethyst of Visions. Why the minstrel had it? Who knows? Maybe we'll find that out one day. Alright, so from here, let's see who else we can get to appear here. Sometimes some other characters show up. Like this one over here.
I'm Jamil. Pleased to meet you.
My name's Barbara. Good to meet you.
I used to live in Estamir, but things got a little too hot. So I thought I'd travel around till the situation simmers down a bit.
Ah. Well, you look
I
useful.
think you need someone with my skills.
Jamil joined your party. Hooray! So let's take a look at Jamil. Jamil is another one of the main characters in the game. that you can recruit, and all of them are pretty good. So Jamil really excels at dexterity. He comes equipped with a foil, which is a dexterity weapon. So he's maybe not the best in HP, but he's going to dodge a lot of attacks. He's going to go first a lot of the time and hopefully dispatch enemies before they even get to attack. So he's kind of a tank, but he's sort of a sneaky tank. So he's really useful. Yeah. If you don't get Jamil here, that's okay. We're just collecting him just to collect him. He's not going to become a main member of our party. Our next location is, so we're going to step outside, open up the map, and we're going to head over to Crystal City. My favorite city in the game. It is gorgeous over there. Let's go ahead and take a look. We're going to get a nice little montage. Look at that. Beautiful water, tall towers, amazing architecture. Really, really, really glorious place. Alright, so we're gonna head on over to the pub, which is over there in the upper right. Let's move the map so we can see a little bit better. Look at this. It's beautiful bridges. There's the skill mentor. Let's head into the pub. So if we head over here, we want to talk to this guy.
They say that the aquamarine, one of the fate stones, is hidden somewhere in Crystal Lake.
Ooh, more
So,
fate stones.
if you're doing anything peculiar at the lake, and a royal soldier catches you, you could lose your head.
Now we have access to the Crystal Lake. Hooray! Alright. So, if you talk to these two guys, they will give you another location that you can go to with a quest that goes with it. You can talk to them if you want, there's no problem in doing so. I'm just not going to do it right now because I want to record that whole quest, how to trigger it and what to do with it when I'm ready, but right now it's not the time. So let's head on out. And now we want to head on over to Yeovil. Here we go. Heading across Rosalia to the seaside town of Yeovil. Let's have a look. Very lovely. So the first thing we want to do here, so this is not one of the towns that Barbara starts with, so you'll see we have no map. So we want to talk to the volunteer brigade.
You must be a new adventurer.
Pretty new, yeah.
Only a rookie would fail to greet a member of the volunteer brigade.
Alright, well, give me a map. I obtained a map of this town. That's all I want. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, so a couple item shops, a pub, skill trainer, but what we want is that ship, because we want to take that ship over here. Ooh. Camera in this location is a little feisty. One of the bad parts about this game is that you cannot control the camera. You have to go with it, but for the most part it's not too big of a deal. There's one or two locations where it matters. But let's move this out of the way. And let's talk to this guy here at the dock.
You want aboard?
Absolutely. We want to head to Brewell. Let's go. We haven't been there yet. Then we get a peaceful little departure. Say goodbye to the town of Yeovil. We're gonna travel, head on over to the Befall Empire, to the city of Brewell. Alright. Ooh, look at this. Up there, another seaside town, another port city. Alright, so the first thing we want to do, since we don't have the map for this place, is we want to go find the map. So if we run out here... Hey lady. Peaceful little music. Oh, here we go. You can see this guy, he's got that glowing pendant. This is our volunteer brigade.
Hey, you!
Yeah, new adventurer, rookie, yep. Alright, let me get the map. Got the map of the town, hooray! Alright, so we got a couple places to unlock here. So let's go ahead and talk to this lady over here in the blue dress.
East of us is Bear Plateau, a place full of terrifying monsters.
Ooh, spoiler alert. There are terrifying monsters in this game. But they're not so bad. I'm going to show you how to beat them. Beat them all. Alright, here we go.
Beyond Bear
And then this
Plateau
guy.
is the gold mining town of Orifant. The plateau is too dangerous to traverse, so people take the long way around through Loban.
Alright, so we get access to Loban and Orifant. Alright. And now we've accessed some more cities here in the Fall Empire. So the next place we want to go to is back out to the world. We want to head to the Drylands. And we want to go to the city, or the town, the outpost, the desert outpost of Uso. Alright, back over to Rosalia, Yeovil, Altors, the Crystal City, and over here to Uso. Look at this place. All the different locations we've been to already, port towns, magnificent cities, and now this desert outpost. This is another one of the cities that Barbara starts with, so we already have the map. So we want to talk to either this guy over here or that kid in the background. Either one will do.
There's quicksand all over the Cocklam Desert. One step, and you're a goner.
Alright, that gives us access to the Cocklam Desert, which we'll need to go there probably a few times over the course of the game. Now, we want to head over here. This is the pub for this location. And there's this guy right here that we want to talk to.
You can call me Captain Hawk. As a matter of fact, I recently lost my ship. Right now, I feel like a fish out of water.
So you're just
My
regular
name's
guy Hawk.
Barbara. Good to meet you.
Well, let's go together, Captain.
Say, do you want to join me?
And out here on dry land, I think it's best to follow someone else's orders for a change. What do you say?
Alright, we got Hawk. Hawk joins our party. Hawk is another one of the main characters in the game. So you can play as him as your main character, but he comes with access to Godongo. Alright, we have another little fellow over there that we could potentially recruit. So let's make some room in our party. So let's take a look. Well, first let's take a look at Hawk. Here, Hawk. He comes with a lot of dexterity and agility, so he's going to be dodging a lot of attacks. Plus, he's got pretty good HP, so you can take a few hits too. He's also equipped with the foil, so that's a dexterity weapon. He's got a hand axe if you want to make a bruiser out of him. He also comes with a whole lot of equipment, so we're not going to be keeping Hawk in our party. So we're just gonna go ahead and quietly take all this stuff from him. He's not going to need it. We have much better use for it than just sitting on him. All right. And then our other character over here, Jamil. Jamil's also a character we're not going to be using in this playthrough. So let's go ahead and just remove all his equipment. He doesn't need it. You don't need these long boots. This ring of protection? Nah. Alright. Let's go talk to the minstrel.
Do you want to dismiss someone from your group? I can do the job if you prefer not to say it yourself.
Yes, please. Sorry, Jamil. Fine. Didn't want to be in your party anyway.
Do you want to dismiss someone from your group? I can do the job if you prefer not to say it yourself.
Sure. And Hawk can go. Aw, Hawk is dejected. He just joined us, but he leaves the party right away.
Do you want to dismiss someone from your group? I can do the job if you prefer not to say it yourself.
No thanks.
I know many tales.
Oh, he's got
Would you
another
like to
tale for
hear
us.
one?
Sure.
There once was a man who lived as a brigand and committed many sins.
Ooh.
To atone for his crimes, he set out to build great roads across every continent so that travelers could walk in safety.
Ah.
And so it is said that in the days before the battle against Sarowin, the world had many roads. The man began his work by laying a road brick by brick out of North Point.
North Point isn't too far
Over
from
the
here.
next 20 long years, he laid bricks each day until his last. And by then, his project had inspired a great throng of followers to gather and help him.
Well, isn't that nice?
His road stretched all the way from North Point to Estamir, and then far beyond Estamir, out to the frontier.
Ah, yep, all the way to Weston.
Grateful travelers called it the New Road.
Alright. Road to Repentance. Here we got the story about the new road, more lore for the game. Alright. So, we are done here in Uso for now. Oh, no we're not. Sorry. We wanted to recruit this guy over here.
I don't mind lending a hand, if you think you need the help.
Alright. Here we get the warrior. He's another mercenary. Stat growth D in all stats. He's got 3 LP. Yeah, he's not all that great. Let's look at his stats anyway. They're not too bad. He comes with a Walloon sword, which is pretty nice. He's got a bunch of stuff. Let's go ahead and just take that from him, because he's not going to need it. You're not going to need any of this. Or this balm. This is a healing item. I'm not going to need any of that. Can I...
The new road comes to an end near Weston. Perhaps construction was cut short by the great battle against Sarowin.
Alright, well, we're gonna need to go to another pub. But right now, we're gonna go to Godongo, which is the place Hawk opened up for us. North Point. Godongo. Ooh, tropical islands. It's a beautiful little place over here. Alright, so this is Godongo. Very tropical. We want to go over here onto this part of the dock.
Hey,
Talk to
you!
this... Yep, new adventurer.
Only a...
I'm a rookie. Let's give me a map. We get a map of the town. That's all we want to do with him for now. So now we've got this place. Let's take a quick look. A couple of shops. There's a magic shop here, which is cute. Skill trader. They've also got these lizard men guys. These are called Geklings. There's one you can recruit as one of your party members. He's actually very good, and we're going to be getting him later. But let's go head on over here. Here we are in the jungle. You can take that boat to go deeper in the jungle. There's also that cave back there. But we're going to head there when the game directs us to head there. But now we're just going to run right over here. Get to another tropical island, or tropical town. Oahu. It's cute little steel drum music. Feels very tropical. There's the pub. Let's go ahead and look for our volunteer brigade friend. Here we go.
You. Only a...
Let's just, get through the map, get through the text real fast. Here we go. Get a map of the town. Alright, so we've got a map of this town. There's a few more item shops here. There's a blacksmith here. A magic shop. But what we want to do is go down to the end of the dock.
We're heading to Melvere. Want a board?
Absolutely. 80G. Ugh. Prices these days. But nope, we want to run. Make your way from Oahu. All the way down. Melvere. Alright. So here we are in Melvere. Melvere is another big city. I think it's the capital of the Buffalo Empire, if I remember correctly. Here we go. Look at this place. This place is huge. Palaces and all sorts of things. There's multiple levels to the city. Here we go. Let's go find the map. So, the little fellow with the map is right here.
Hey, you! Only
Go
a...
ahead and speed through the text, get the map of the town. Hooray! Alright, so our next goal is to get to the pub. So the pub is not on this first floor. We have to go up all these stairs. head this way, you'll see the pub is right up there. Yep, there's the pub. Let's head in here. So, there's one more character that we want to recruit. Well, two characters, but we've got both of them right here. If you do not see Claudia, who's this lady over here in green, try going in and out of the door a few times. If that doesn't work, head over to Orifont and check the pub there, and just come back and forth between those two locations until she shows up in one of them. But we want to recruit her, so let's go ahead and talk to her.
My name is Claudia.
My name's Barbara. Good to meet you.
Claudia is also a fantastic character. She's another one of the starting main characters.
I'm not very comfortable with other people.
What's that have to do with
Aren't
me?
you forward? All right, let's head out.
Yeah, Claudia. Look at her in green. She's fabulously dressed. She's a ranger. She comes with a bow. And she comes with access to the Mazewood. We do have... let's check our party here. We need to dismiss the warrior. We already took all his stuff off.
Do you want to dismiss someone from your group? I can do the job if you prefer not to say it yourself.
Yes, please. Let's get rid of this warrior. Warrior leaves the party. Alright, I was just checking my notes.
Do you
real
want
quick.
to dismiss someone from your group? I can do the job if you prefer not to say it yourself.
No thanks.
Shall I play a song?
No thank you again. Alright. So over here is another character we want to recruit to get the last locations that we want to get to. His name is Gray. He's another one of the main characters. If he's not in the pub, you'll want to move between here, Orifont, and Altor. So between here and Orifont should be good, so you don't have to travel to a whole different region. But we want to talk to him, if I can get over there. Where is... No. Oh, there we go.
I'm Gray.
Hey, Gray.
My name's Barbara. Good to meet you.
So, do you think you've got what it takes to join me?
Naturally.
You're confident?
Sure, we'll join you.
Good. I think we can work together.
Gray joins your party. Alright, and he comes with access to the Isthmus and Gelton. Alright, so I believe that's most of the locations we can get to right now that you're going to want to go to with this part of the game. You might not want to unlock the Isthmus, in which case you don't want to recruit Gray. If you want to get to Gelton, you would take the ship from the port here in Melvere. So that's something else you could do if you don't want to unlock the Isthmus, because sometimes it gets in the way when you're trying to travel, because the game always stops you there and makes you have to travel through it to get to the other side. So that can be a bit of a hassle because there's monsters there. But you can avoid doing that by not recruiting Gray. And then there's a woman in Loban who unlocks the Isthmus, so you could talk to her. But we unlocked it just so we could get the character Gray, get him in our party, unlock him. The thing about recruiting party members is that once you recruit them, they start to gain stats even if they're out of the party. So that helps with future playthroughs if you decide to switch up who's in your group, all that kind of stuff. So, let's take a look at Gray. So Gray, he's got really good stats. His stat growth is a static C throughout everything. So he could pretty much be anything you want him to, which is really, really useful. And then if we go ahead and look at Claudia, here we have Claudia. She's really good with strength and agility, so she's going to be acting quickly a lot of the time. Her dex is also decent. She's a bow user. So that's a strength, that's a dex weapon, but it also relies on strength so that you can, if your strength needs to be 4 times the weight of the weapon, to get full accuracy with that weapon. So if it's not, you're gonna suffer, you're not gonna hit as much. Claudia also has a lot of LP at 17, not as much as Herman. The other thing about Claudia that I have not mentioned yet is her BP. She's got a really, really high BP recovery rate once she's developed in the game and progressed. So her max BP recovery rate is a +7. BP are battle points. They're points that you gain every turn in battle to execute commands. Different commands use different amounts of BP. Obviously, the more powerful ones use more BP. So she has the ability to gain a whole lot. But she only has 20% of her full BP. So she starts with a low number, but she can build up pretty quickly to high BP techniques. So that's one thing about Claudia that makes her really, really special. And we're going to be using her for her bow abilities. But for Gray, let's go over to Gray. Gray, unfortunately, we are not going to be using, so let's go ahead and unequip some of his things here. Don't need this cloth armor, these leather gloves, these leather boots, none of that. Alright. So, let's...
Do you want to dismiss someone from your
dismiss Gray
group?
from our group?
I can do the job if you prefer not to say it yourself.
See you, Gray. Fine, I'm off. Go away.
Do you want to dismiss someone
Alright.
from your group?
So now,
I can do the job if you prefer not to say it yourself.
if we're lucky. No, we're good.
Shall I play a song?
So ask him to play a song. Okay, he didn't do it this
Do you
time.
want to
No thanks.
Shall I play it?
So we'll play a random song from the game.
Do you want...
But if you have a
Shall I play a song?
free slot in your party...
Traveling
Here
with
we
you
go.
could prove inspiring. Allow me to join you on your journey.
Alright, the minstrel joins your party. Hooray! And so the minstrel's a special character. Let's take a look at him. You know, he's got a lot of LP at 16. He's got a lot of HP. He's got pretty decent stats. His charisma's pretty high. In terms of stat growth, that charisma is really good for making him an illusionist, an illusion mage. He's also got good intelligence, the B growth and intelligence, so he'll be really good at attack magic. His other stats are kind of middling, not really all that great. But he also comes with a special Festus de Arms like buff for the party, which is really good. But we can't really. Let me go back to him. We can't really take off his sword. We can take his cloth armor. The other thing about the minstrel is that he's a temporary party member. So if you walk into another pub, or even if you walk into certain towns, he will leave your party. So you got to be careful when you've got the minstrel in your party. All right. So we've unlocked all the locations in this game. Let's go ahead and get back out of here. If you're in a city like this and you hit the Y button, you'll exit out to the next, sort of the next space out. And then if you hit Y again, look at all these locations we have. And where we're trying to get to, hooray, is the Faerie's Grove. And how fortunate it happens to be right here in the Befall Empire. As I mentioned before, it moves around. So it could be anywhere in the world. So we're gonna head over to Loban and then over to the Faeries Grove.
What is this place?
Indeed, what is this place? Let's talk to some of these fairies.
This is Faerie's Grove. Why have you come here, human?
It looked interesting. That's why we came here. Let's be honest.
Zoinks! A human! Shoo!
Of course they don't want us here. Oh, and then they leave. What do you have to
A
say?
human? Wow! Let me get a good look at you! Aw, you look more normal than I thought. That's no fun.
What a paradox. You're expecting it to look normal. Well, what does that even mean? You don't even know what a human looks like. How can they be normal to you?
Humans! Oh, King of the Fairies, punish the human for this intrusion!
Alright, let's hope we don't get the King of the Fairies to punish us. Ooh, what's this? Place of Power. Can we do anything with these pedestals? We stand up here? We can only get that far. So, Imagine if you walked into the woods and you saw something like that. That'd be freaking crazy. Let's go over here. Let's go talk to this guy.
Once a year, on a midsummer's night, the king of the fairies' throne appears in the plaza. Sitting on it is not that easy.
Oh, but we will find a way. Here we go. It's the end of the Fairies Grove. Let's talk to this fellow.
I can't believe that you found me.
Well, we did.
Too bad you don't get a reward.
Aw, shucks. What about you?
The forest was once part of the world. To escape the war between the gods, our king created this refuge for us in another dimension. Things have never settled down out there, so here we stay.
Ooh. Alright, let's take a look at the quest log. We came upon a curious grove that drifts around the world. Alright, so we're gonna head out of here. Just head on out of here. Walk out. Alright. So I'm gonna do a quick save before we walk out of here, because we could end up anywhere, any of the towns that we have access to, once we step out of the Fairy Grove. So let's see where we end up. Ooh. And here we are in Eugenstadt. Mountainous or a town. We'll check this out later. What we need to do for right now is look again for the Fairies Grove. Not there. Let's check Long Isle. Frontier. No. Gujarat? There it is! Alright, let's head to the Fairies Grove again. Thankfully it's not far. Apparently you can't go directly from Mirseberg to North Estimir. You gotta stop in Bruel. We're gonna go over to Tarmida and to the Fairies Grove. Hooray. Alright. So all these fairies say the same thing, so let's head back in here. Now let's go take a look back at the place of power. Ooh. We've got a throne encased in brilliance, and we can now interact with these pedestals. So we don't have the gold spirit. So we don't have the earth spirit. The fire spirit. The water spirit. Or the wood spirit. Interesting. So I guess we have to find these spirits, huh? So, to progress with this quest, we looked at the fairy's place of power. We want to come over here and talk to this fairy.
On 5 pedestals sit 5 spirits, the keys to unlocking the barrier.
Alright. Putting 5 spirits on the pillars will break the barrier? Question mark? Well, I guess we will find out soon enough. Well, it's going to take us a while to find all those spirits. But if you do not talk to that fairy and get the quest to progress, they won't show up. So you got to make sure you do that early on in the game, so that as you're going through the game, you can find the spirits. So let's go ahead and save it. Let's step out into the world. Let's see where we end up. We're in Bruel again. Alright, thank you for watching, class. In the following lesson, we're going to be heading over to North Estimir to see... We're heading over to North Estimir to see the capital of Gujarat and find out what lies beneath the city. Maybe get involved in a little tomb robbing. Who knows? So, next time on Let's Play Romancing SaGa Minstrel Song Remastered. My name is Ziggy, and I hope you have a blessed day. Take care.